here in this opening frame, but there's a lot of game to go here.
Yeah, and I always feel like those next few shifts are critical because you know your opponent, they're either going to respond or they're not. If they don't respond and you're on your toes, you push them back and you look for a second.
Here's a short pass to Eashl. Control the pace of play these last few minutes, leading by 2. Here's a shot. Pass save. You've got to be better than that. And he's supposed to reach. It's a contact sport, people. There's proof right there. High and wide. Got the puck along the boards. And they send it down the ice. Right to the front. And that doesn't reach the net. Period number 1. We'll drop the puck on the second period in just moments. To settle things down after the first period. How do you process what you've seen?
The cold shots are certainly in this game because they're getting caught deep in the offensive zone. They've got to race to position and get on the course and really elicit some back pressure here. They're giving up way too much off the rush.
And a great save!
His shots look easy. I mean, he is so efficient. He's dialed in, he tracks, and he makes the save.
Solid hit of the play. Passes up ahead to the left wing. Shots haven't had a lack of scoring opportunities, but they are still behind on the scoreboard. Pittsburgh's got it, and they're on the attack. Gets in front of it.
Nolan's had a solid night between the pipes, James. I mean, he's done everything he could to stop the puck. Was indicated by the saves percentage, but his team has also been really strong. Got the confidence of their netminder, and they've created a ton of opportunities.
Pittsburgh's got a hold of the puck. They've got some momentum here. He scores! Shades of NHL94, baby! Pittsburgh's found some offense, and now they suddenly have made this game a lot more interesting here in the second.
And they changed the momentum. You can see it in the body language and the confidence. They've got themselves within striking distance of an even game.
looking to go after the
Anytime you're in the slot area, you know that you're not going to have much time. That's why they'll pester to the net. Not going to do the damage. It's buried.
Florida's on a roll tonight. Look at this. They've now extended the lead to 2 here in period number 2.
Yeah, James, and the analytics department's going to love the possession time. When I look at those numbers, I'm looking at how they convert and translate into goals, and they've done a real good job of executing.
Pittsburgh's got a hold on against the wall. Oh, that's a good hit. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up.
Peach has been playing with his head up all night long here, James. He doesn't have 1, he doesn't have 2, he has 3 goals for the hat-trick in this game so far. And if you have a look back at some of them, I mean, he has just been lights out in and around the net, changing the angle of his shot, and he's leaving the goaltender guessing.
High and wide, looking to break out. And they'll get a breather as the goaltender covers it up. Pittsburgh's had their opportunities, but they still trail late in this second period. Florida's got it in the defensive zone. Picked up along the wall by Martinez. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. And now it's grabbed by Michelli. Skates to the crease. And he looks to wait for more support. We've got icing on the play. Face-off coming up. And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Florida's won the face-off deep in their own end.
That's a huge job by the center, James, coming off the ice, and you know you need a change. You got to find a way to win that and get out of your zone.
2 periods down, 1 more to go. Both teams have time to get a refresh, and we'll be back for period number 3. I'm fired up. I know you're fired up for this too. Both teams seem fresh after that second intermission. We're ready to drop the puck on period number 3. They drop the puck here in the third. All right, Cheryl, how do you sum up what we've watched so far tonight?
Florida's ahead in this game, James, but how long is the big question? I mean, the opponent just keeps standing back after a goal. This is a modern-day offensive game. No defense is being shown on this one. One of the most difficult things to do in hockey is manage the pulse of the game. And when you're trailing, you got to find ways to get back in it, to fuel, to ignite yourself, to push and dictate pace. Well, that hit right there is sending a very clear message that they're still in it.
Jordan's gained possession inside the neutral zone. Scoops up along the wall by Tanti. Takes it to the front. Pittsburgh's got the puck. Wagner's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off. Pittsburgh's had no shortage of offensive scoring chances, but they still trail here in this third period. Wilson's won it in their own end. And he moves it up to Matsushima. Puck picked up in the open ice. And he totally missed on that one. Lehman's got the puck and hangs on third period.
Well, he's been outstanding all game, James. There's a reason why his team is leading in this one, and elects to the good decision to get the face-off.
High and wide's got a hold of the puck. The Cold Shots have it in the offensive zone. Puck grab by Cirelli. Michelli's got it in the offensive zone. Wilson's won the draw. Let's see what they can do with possession. Florida's gained possession along the boards. Handles the puck from the left side.
Money's been having himself a game, James. He's dancing all over the ice. He's got his legs underneath him. He's got 4 points in the game, and it has been a blowout so far.
And he gets the kick back. Standing tall with the save. Tremendous use of the body on the play. Dragged along the boards by Coxhead. Great positioning in the defensive end. Nice shot. It's to the side. Big play inside the defensive zone. Moves it to Michelli. Handles the pass. Moves it to the middle. And that doesn't connect. The Cold Shots have it against the wall. Oh, and he whiffs. Florida's got the puck inside the defensive zone. And no much on that one.
Edmonds able to put that puck to the corner. It really keeps the puck at arm's way. No second shot opportunity.
There's the collision, and look who's hit again.
He's been a punching bag tonight, James. He's going to have to find a way to get out of the way.
Shuts him down.
The goaltenders have the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he gets his team out.
We have a penalty coming up here. Whistle blows, stopping the play. Tangi's pick up. Play has resulted in an interference penalty.
Well, the game is played at such fast rate that sometimes you want to slow your opponent down, but if you take too much ice, it's going to be an interference call.
Pittsburgh's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight.
Well, with the first power play of the game, you don't have to worry about getting in. It's already in there, but you do have to worry about winning the faceoff, the most critical piece to possessing the puck. Once they get that possession, they can get the setup and the options that they want. Well, he's been under siege, and I'm loving his compete level. I mean, he's making consecutive saves one after another.
Pittsburgh's got the puck. Sends it over. They score! A power play goal!
Well, specialty teams are often the difference maker. It's why you spend so much time in practice working on them, James, and they took advantage of their opportunity. Well, it's a physical game and it's a contact sport, but the contact is used to separate the player from puck. You need the puck, and he is a perfect example right now of how to get it. With that kick, he's able to get his team that puck. He separates player, and guess what? They get going on their course in transition and score goal.
showing no signs of let up here in this third period.
Well, they've had such an impressive performance, James. It's been dominant in all areas of the ice, and there's been no let up or no let up. The message has been clear by the coaching staff as well as everyone on the bench. Keep pushing.
Oh, he misfires on that. Here's the pass in front. Misses it out.
Sorelli's a true sniper, James, and he's already got 2 in the game, and you know he's looking for his third.
Pass it to it. Takes the shot. Tremendous block on the play.
Well, there's going to be a call on that one, James.
There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials. Panties going on for interference.
I'm surprised that the officials didn't put their whistles away in the dying seconds of this game, James. I mean, look at the scoreboard. It's been over for a while. Well, with earlier success on the power play, I think they'll operate in the same fashion, James, in that 1-3-1 setup where they look to work through the flanks because you know they've got some lethal shooters on this team. Well, the power play's been incredible tonight, James. Multiple goals. It's because they've kept the PK unit guessing. When you don't know what your opponent's going to do, you don't know where to be.
Pittsburgh's got to start to recognize a sense of urgency here. They continue to trail late in the third and have had plenty of chances, but can't finish. There is no holding along the wall. And the fans on their feet recognizing a shocking victory here in front of them. Made the save on the play. They got a whistle, penalty coming up. Snelly's going to serve a pair for interference.
Now, there's no hope of getting back into this game. You take the penalty. Now the faceoff is down at your end. You're down a bunch of goals. Everyone just wants this one to end.
Kyle Ryan sending their power play unit out for the first time in a while. That's all she wrote from this one here tonight.
This performance tonight really seems to echo a trend we're seeing around the league these days, where it's not about volume of shots, it's quality of shots here, Sean.
You hit the nail on the head there, James. It's all about shot shooters, and when they get their opportunity, burying it. That's exactly what happened tonight. And let's just look at the efficiency numbers. They're going to be off the charts for this team.
The sticks are taped, the jerseys are on, and there is no safety net. It is time to do it for real here in the EASHL. It's about to go down. The Icebreakers will start with the puck as they win the opening faceoff here. He got a bumper strike.
You want to send a message to your opponent early in the game, and that early delivery of a bone-crushing hit, that does just that.
Dishes it off. Raymond's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Lots of time left in this period. Still no score in this one. Hammer's won the draw deep in the defensive zone. They score! And just like that, it's a 1-0 hockey game.
Well, they started like a freight train just steamrolling their opponent, James. I mean, they really dictated right from the onset of this game. That tells me one thing. They were prepared coming in. The game is played at such a high rate of speed, James, that you have to make decisions quickly, but there's a lack of coverage and a huge defensive miscue that leads to this goal.
Off the draw, snakes around him. The Icebreakers take possession in the neutral zone. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Penalty coming up. Moves the pass, it's up. The Icebreakers will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening.
First power play opportunity of the game. You know they've worked on this in practice, the setup, the looks that they want. Let's see how they move the puck around the perimeter and look to attack.
Oh, he stopped that rocket. Quick pass to Biscuit Leeds. Taken along the wall by the crowd. Rocks him on the play. And that slides right out to center ice. Here they come on the attack down the right side. Makes some space. From the point, they take control of it. Block shot.
He's going beyond the PK, James. Doesn't know how to get in front of shots, and he does exactly that, taking away the threat.
And the puck clears the zone. This power play only has time for one more rush.
They'll have to play with urgency and not just skate the puck, but move it fast.
Stopped by the goaltender.
Well, you don't make the save if you're not dialed in and focused. This is exactly what he is. He's following the puck and just makes that save. It's incredible, really, because you got to be athletic to be able to react that quickly.
Whiffs on that, and they'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage in play.
Raymond's last save was outstanding. He knew exactly where that puck was going to go. That's anticipation at its finest, to be able to get to the right spot, know where that puck is coming from, and make a high-grade A save.
More than half the period left to play. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Picked up along the boards by McLeod. Grabs the puck at center. Here's a feed in front. What a chance, but they can't connect. Loses the coverage there. Beats it over on the attack. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck. Look at this. They score.
Dimension and putting your opponent on their heels, then getting 2 in a row, back to back. Here they come.
The Icebreakers have used their advantage in shots to take the lead here in the first. And off the draw, they win the faceoff. They go on the attack from the left side. Wow,
he was so impressive on this one. shift. I mean, listen, their opponent scores, and instead of allowing them to build the confidence on it, they stomp it out right away. That's exactly what you want to do if you want to be a competitive team. You know it's a hard shot when the goaltender gets a big piece of it, but it still trickles in.
The centerman glide into position. They take possession as he locks them up off the faceoff. The icebreaker scooping up along the boards. Picked up along the wall by McLeod. Angles it over to Best. Look out, here they come on the attack. Oh, they got thunderstruck.
Yeah, no blame. Coaches on his opponent along the boards here. James just lined up perfectly and then is able to elicit that massive hit.
The Nighthawks will play it in their own end. Slides the puck up from the left side. Back to the point it goes. And she shakes off a check. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Shakes off the coverage. He's got a step. Stopped on the breakaway.
Now the shooter gets in tight here, James, and guess what? The goaltender, he does not bite on the first fake, and that allows him to make the save.
Slides it over with pace to Coxhead. The Nighthawks take it along the wall. And he gets in front of that. Sends it ahead to Best. Sends it out front. And he shuts down and breaks the pass there. They gain the zone from the left side. Here's the pass to the middle. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Slides the puck over. The Nighthawks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. Biscuit Knees works the puck in his own zone. Shakes loose. Big stop right there. Oh, and that'll make his teammates take notice on the bench after that hit. Raymond's going to hang on for a whistle.
There's a ton of pace to this game right now, and both teams trying to dictate with quick counters, and how they're skating off the puck extremely fast. It's generating a ton of speed, and it's a track meet, trading chances at both ends.
The Icebreakers have been the better team so far in this first period. They've had multiple scoring opportunities, and as a result have the lead. Slides it quickly to Hendricks. Great time stop there.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make it safe in the high danger area.
Great heads-up play in the defensive zone. All right, there's the end of period number one. We'll take a breather. I'll recharge. The players will too. And we're coming back with period number two right after this. Opening face-off here in this second period is about set to go. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go.
We've played a period here, Cheryl, and we've had an intermission to collect our thoughts. What do you make of what you've seen?
The Icebreakers are playing hard tonight, in particular in the offensive zone. They've got that shot mentality. They're driving and attacking the net.
The Nighthawks have been handed 2 for interference.
Well, when you're looking for the equalizer, it's tough to take a penalty and play shorthanded, James. You got to find a way to get to even strength so you can generate some offense.
Back to the face-off circle. They'll send the man advantage unit out again.
They haven't scored yet in the game on the power play, but no need to get frustrated. They all bring a different skill set. It's the reason why they're out there.
He got all of that hit. Uses the force on that hit. The Icebreakers take over on possession. The Nighthawks gain possession of the defensive zone. Looking dangerous as they move along the boards. And he takes the pass. The Nighthawks play it along the wing. Great reach with the poke check by McLeod. And they cough it up in the neutral zone. Shot! And we are tied, courtesy of that short-handed tally.
Well, this is a critical moment in the game. The PK unit goes out there, and they just don't want to build a further deficit. They're waiting to get back to even strength to strike, and instead, they do it while they're short-handed, James. What a swing of momentum. PK unit always wants to manage the game. They're down a goal, and they just want to make sure that the deficit doesn't grow. And instead, they wind up with a shorty. They wind up with the equalizer and a huge momentum boost for their team.
The Icebreakers certainly didn't get the result they wanted on that power play, giving up a short-handed marker.
The expectation when you're on a power play is to score a goal, not give up one, James. This is a tough one to take for this group.
And he coughs it up with the pass. What a save by Lemon. Delayed penalty coming up here. The Nighthawks move the puck in the defensive zone. The goaltender is quickly off to his bench to get the extra attacker out. Looking for space inside the D zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. And it's a quick pass to Coxhead. Slides the puck to Hammer. Oh, that had some hot sauce on that hit. And now he moves it quickly to Hoover. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Icebreakers are off to the box. Interference the call.
I think this is a pretty easy call. I mean, you can't get in the way of someone without the puck and impede on their forward movement.
Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. And that's deflected. From the slot, fires away. Nice defensive robbery on that. And he gets in front of that one.
Didn't Flamingo there, and if you want to be on a PK, you got to make sure that you get to those shooting lanes hard and fast.
Oh, big time hit along the wall. And this is why I'm glad I'm up here in a suit, Cheryl.
And I'm right there with you, James. I wouldn't want to be along those boards either. Almost. And they really took advantage of the extra attacker here, James. I love that there's a double threat on this power play. They can shoot, they can move the puck, which makes their opponent vulnerable. Great conversion. Coach is going to love this play because you're in good defensive posture, and then you read the play good, have a good active stick to be able to intercept and get a tally. That's a remarkable play.
The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck off the draw. Here they come down the right side on the attack. He got all of that hit on the play. Tries it to the goal. Break up the watch and want to steal it because it's full run answer.
Well, it's incredible. You can tell that they are moving and shaking. They're getting the puck going north. They're transitioning so fast. And man, they're coming on their heels.
The Nighthawks have added to their lead, and they're now up by 2, Cheryl.
They've had a fantastic game so far, James, and you want to be consistent. You want to find a way to close it out. The only way you do that is continue. Don't change the mindset. Continue to press, and don't get complacent.
Now a quick pass to Hammer. The Nighthawks take possession here in the open ice. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck in their own end. Long pass into the neutral zone. Great hits up play with the stick by Hoover. Slaps the puck down low. Dumps the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. Hendricks got the puck. Goal penalty looming. Whistle stops the play. Best is going off for interference.
You can see in his body language that he's frustrated with himself as he dances to the penalty box for the second time this period. Well, I really like them working off the 1-3-1 sequence that they were successful on earlier, James. It really opens up the ice. So you're using and stretching the entire zone. And listen, there's a lot of ice for the defense to cover. So you can look to the flanks, you can look to the bumper, but a lot of options off of it.
Feeds it over. Picked off by McLeod. The Nighthawks get a hold of the puck along the boards. With possession along the wall. Takes the shot. Oh, that's a great shot blocked there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's great a scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
And the puck has moved to a safer spot on the ice. The Nighthawks work it through center. And he loses control of the puck. Works it across the biscuit knees.
Best standing up, ready to go.
The Icebreakers kill off the penalty.
And when you get the nod to hit the ice on a power play, you want to...
He scores! So someone's heating up on his second of the night.
Yeah, I expected he's going to be looking for the Hattie because he's been all around the paint tonight, James, just showing off his skill set.
The Icebreakers needed that, Cheryl, and they seem to have some life now.
Well, they've shortened the deficit, and there's nothing better to get you back in the game than one goal to put themselves on their toes. But again, they're going to have to have a top mentality if they want to get an equalizer.
I don't think anybody was hanging on to the puck after that hit. The Nighthawks will play from the defensive zone. Let's get the call. The Icebreakers have been called for hooking.
Tough spot to be in. You need momentum, and you give it back by going on the PK when you're trailing by one.
The Nighthawks once again send out their power play unit.
The power play's been on point tonight. Already scored a goal. Another opportunity now, and it's about the motion. I really like the way that they're moving the coverage. They're opening up the middle of the ice, and they're attacking the net.
Huge steal at his own end. Nice play shorthanded as they get control of the puck. Nice job to escape the zone. And a tenacious effort pays off as he comes up with it. Oh, making his presence felt with the hit.
Best's moving pretty slowly out there. Really looks shaken up.
There's an injection of energy with that hit. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck undermanned. And they manage to clear it. Looking to break out here on the power play. Fires to the paint. Decides to think about it. The Nighthawks get nothing here on this power play. We're back to even strength.
That power play really wasn't effective at all, James. The coach won't be happy. A lot of possession time, but it's correlated to nothing. You have to create some motion and be quick to be able to open up seams and lanes to the net.
And that's a great hits-up play by McLeod. Scooped up along the wall by Best. Fires it on net. Quick feed to Hammer. Sends the pass over. 5 seconds and he makes the save. There's the buzzer bringing the second period to an end. Been a great night of hockey here on EA Sports. We've got a third period just around the corner. And we are just moments away from the start of the third period. Here we go. We're underway in the third. Everybody having fun getting in on the offensive action. 2/3 of the way to the finish line in this one for regulation.
Anytime you get a hat trick, it's a special moment for a player, an athlete here, James. But to do it at home and have all of those caps fly out on the ice, it's a pretty special one.
Off the face-off here, back in the way. Oh, nice little move around him. Tap dances around the check. Oh, what a stop by Wagner.
What a fantastic save area, James, and he's nailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
Into the attacking end. Dropped over the open ice. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum change, and you can see the bench erupt with that one.
We're still in the early stages of this period. The Nighthawks have recently taken a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. Offensive zone face-off, he wins the draw. Grabs control of it at the point. Hendricks taking it from his own end. McLeod's across the line now and on the attack in the offensive end. The Nighthawks play it along the boards. Throws them up. It's already grounded. They make it count.
Well, they do make it count, James. Now it will negate their power play opportunity, but hey, when you capitalize, you don't get the power play. Love the spatial awareness on this shot. He knew he didn't have much time. He gets it off in the inner slot and he scores.
The Nighthawks continue to attack the net here in period number 3, adding yet another goal to their score.
But in all areas of the game that have really been terrific tonight, James, I've also enjoyed the communication that we're seeing on the ice. Not just the body language, but also the vocalness. I mean, they're creating all over the ice, and it's been real fun to watch.
The Icebreakers take possession in the defensive end. The Nighthawks pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Quick stop! Oh, he got all of that. Saved by Wagner.
He not only wins this foot race, but he also wins this race battle.
He's got it. There's his first in the EASHL. Well done.
Oh, what an amazing moment, James. Absolutely incredible. You'll never forget your first goal. And he does it with conviction. You can see everyone around him just kind of celebrating right now. You got to believe someone's going to collect that puck.
Guys, this is a huge moment for this player. It's his first career goal in the EASHL. You know one of the trainers is going to grab that puck, tape it up, and leave it in that hockey style.
Biscuit Eashl played to the corner. Referee signals penalty coming up here with a delayed call. Whistle. Stopping the play. Henner's getting 2 for interference here. He's off to the box.
It's going to be an interference call, and trust me, James, I know what he's trying to do here. You're trying to slow up your opponent, give your team opportunity to get to that puck first, but he holds on a little too long, so he's going to the sin bin.
Power play unit going back to work.
Power play, you have so much ice available, you have to forget about the shorty you gave up earlier. Listen, you got the player advantage, you got to take it.
Takes the puck at the point. Redirected in front. I think I went off his pad.
Layman's got to reset mentally and find his game here. I mean, the team's playing really well in front of him. It's the reason why they have the lead. It certainly hasn't been for his efforts between the pipes, but that's still, that's giving some confidence. He needs to settle in and start making more.
Oh, big time hit on the play.
Well, it's another hit. I mean, how many times is that now, James? He's going to continue to be a target if his head is down. Well, that's how you get a puck, James. I mean, you recognize the timing it takes to meet your opponent right at the right time. And I mean, that's just an explosive hit, gets the job done.
The Icebreakers will start off on the attack after winning the draw. And a great scene. Grips it. Oh, how about that stepping up?
Get out the ice packs. Hey, James, that's what you got to do if you want to compete for a PK spot. He does exactly that, and he takes away the shot threat.
The Nighthawks will try to shave a few seconds off this penalty now. Power play is over. Both teams back to even strength. Lehman's going to hang on to the puck for a whistle.
When an athlete's having a type of game like this, you just say, get him the puck, and that's exactly what's happening tonight, because every time it's on his stick, he's finding a way to fill the net here, James. Hattie so far in this game, he has been lethal when that puck is on his stick.
Scoops up the puck now. The Nighthawks will play it in their own end. scoring options here inside the defensive zone.
The Nighthawks have controlled the puck and dominated play right from puck drop. And these games are a ton of fun. Sometimes you can't reproduce the feeling that goes along with them. So when you're in it, when you're embracing it, you have to find a way to really enjoy it.
Avoids the poke check. Good check, frees the puck up. The Nighthawks carried along the wall. Oh, and some lost momentum as the puck leaves the zone. Here's a chance. Scores! And that's three. It's a hat trick here on the road.
Well, old hat for him in a way because it's a business-like approach as he's on the road. He just says, yeah, just bring it. I mean, gets a hattie to boot.
Comes in off the wing as both centers were tied up on the draw. The Nighthawks have it from their own end. Quick feed to Heller. All alone. Stop! What a save here!
I thought he could have shot the puck, James, but he elects to deke, and when he dekes, he just isn't able to outweigh the 10 and was able to make the save.
Tries to feed it over to Hendricks. The Nighthawks have it along the wing. Moves it quickly over to Coxell. Scores! And three's the magic number. There's the hat trick.
And I think there's going to have to be an extra stoppage in play here as they collect all of the hats on the ice at home.
The Nighthawks are sending a clear message that they are not taking their foot off the gas in this third period here, Cheryl.
Well, you can certainly tell that they bought into the game plan, and the coach is certainly ecstatic with the performance of the entire bench. I mean, look at the way they're moving, holding the puck, attacking the net at the right times. It has been a seamless effort.
Here we go, one-man rush. Full-time hit check there. That's how you finish a play. Tucked away in the defensive end. Hoover stick handling in his own zone. Tosses it on to Heller. Scores! They've got a guard to climb, but they at least started the escalation.
Well, yeah, they're not at the base of the mountain anymore, but I'll tell you, they're looking up, and it's a long way to go. They're going to have to dig in, put their work boots on if they want to claw their way back into this one, James.
The Icebreakers win the draw. Moves around on the half wall. Turns it aside. Drills him. Scores! And that's three. It's a hat trick here on the road.
Well, old hat for him in a way because it's a business-like approach as he's on the road. He just says, yeah, just bring it. I mean, gets a hattie to boot.
And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Puck picked up by Hubert. The Nighthawks look to start the transition game. Prospects lugging the puck. Under a minute to go here in regulation time. Backtracks with the puck but maintains possession. From the neutral zone now. From off the wall and onto a stick. The Nighthawks have it from the corner. Out against the wall.
Well, and this is done perfectly, James. No stop sign here. You know, you're not doing it on the numbers. A nice, clean hit. And everyone on the bench erupts with that one, knowing that not only do they gain the puck, but a message-sending hit along the wall.
The Icebreakers looking against the half wall. Comes up with the block. Good stop by Newman. 6 seconds remaining. Smiles all around after that victory in their first ever maiden voyage in the EASHL.
Oh, there's nothing like it, is there, James? I mean, the confidence that it gives you and a real starting point to be able to build your season on. Nothing better to start with a win.
Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports. Big night at one end of the ice as they get set to play their first game in the EASHL. Opening face-off is just seconds away. The Nighthawks take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Oh, she timed that hip check perfectly. She handles the feed. What a steal in his own end. Across the line and on the
Oh, you button masters just getting rocked.
on the play.
Well, and you gotta love the sacrifice of this play here, James. This is how you go from defense to offense. You have to separate the body from puck. He does it perfectly.
Scores! Just like that, we got our first of the game. Pounder didn't even have her broadcast headset on.
I was just putting it on, James. That was incredibly fast, and the coach couldn't have drawn it up any quicker. They say, hey, let's get off to a good start. I'd say they just did. You're taught when you're a little kid that you have to protect the interior of the ice, and the defender caught way outside the dots. Has to hustle back to get to that coverage, and by then it's too late.
Pass across to Coxhead. Take through the slot. Oh, great. Oh, he's taken down. Penalty coming up.
And it's just doing a goaltender. You got to get a shot off, and coming in from behind because there's no time and space. The tripping call leads to a penalty shot.
And here he comes from center. Big save and scores. And I think he put this in on his own.
He did, James, and this is so deflating when you put it in on your own, and you can just see the body language. He is not happy.
Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. The Icebreakers now lead by 2. Hammer's quick stick lands on the puck here at center. Grabs the puck. Intercepted in the offensive end by Gill. No room for that one to get through. Quick pass across to Jay. Oh, what a hit check on the play. You know her opponent.
Oh, you button masters just getting rocked.
Didn't mean to step on you like that, James, but look at that hit, and it just took me off guard.
Oh, that sounded like a car crash against the wall.
Hold on, James. Looks like there's going to be a call right there.
There's the whistle. Let's see what the referee saw. Harambe's pick on the play has resulted in an interference penalty.
Well, this is going to be an interference call. I've done this so many times in my career, James, but you can't slow your opponent when they don't have the puck. All day long, get to the box.
A chance to capitalize here on the power play.
An opportunity with their first power play of the game, an offensive zone draw. You got to be on the same page, and it's huge to win. Possession is everything.
Inside the offensive end, now down the left. Comes up with a monster save in front.
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low spot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
Hammer's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the face-off. And play resumes as the puck is dropped. Knocked away. Through center along the wing. Here's a short pass to Jay. Pass to the front. Denies him.
Yeah, doing a great save, and even better is the redirect to the corner.
Across the line, down the left wall. Along the half wall with the puck.
Harambe is up and ready to get back on the ice.
The Icebreakers penalty kills come up huge.
Well, this power play unit was stagnant, James. They didn't create any offense. They didn't get any pushing the
The Nighthawks got off to a wonky start, but they seem to have found their footing here, Cheryl.
Well, they certainly have. Now, they got behind the 8 ball early here, James, but they're able to push their way back into this game now within 1.
Looking to make something happen along the boards. Open ice hit. Slides into Gill. Here they come on the attack. Icebreakers gain control of the puck. Slides it diagonally to Coxhead. A chance in front! Oh, no! Lock as it goes off the outside of the post.
The Icebreakers' lead in this game doesn't get extended, and then they would have led that one for the extra cushion, but it goes off the post tonight.
Slides the puck to Harambe. Passes it to Hammer. Slides back to check. So look who's at it again.
It's the second of the game. Too bad you can't bottle these games up and just recall them whenever you want, because he's been all around the net. We see this play in skills practice all the time. We just don't see the panic defender on the other side. I mean, listen, anytime you can get on a diagonal and take it to the net, it's tremendous to watch the skating, to be able to explode and create it for yourself.
Harambe's got it in the defensive zone. And takes the feed. Angles it over to Jay. Drives to the crease. Is known on the ice. Takes that pass back to the point. Here's an opportunity with the stop.
Sorry for stepping on your toes, James, but that was a huge hit behind the play.
Broken up by Jay. Off the outside of the post and stays out. Moves it to Jay. And down he goes as the puck goes free. Let's it fly. Oh, what a save in front.
As a goaltender, sometimes you just have to react. You turn the brain off, and you just allow your eyes and your body to do the work for you, and he does exactly that with a reactionary save.
Here in the later stages of this period, the Icebreakers have all the momentum right now, leading by 2. Hammer's won the draw, and they'll look to set up. Oh, and a good heads-up defensive play to shut down that nice move.
And she overcomplicated it, James. She has ice available to the left and to the right, and she goes right into the defender.
Harambe's got it in the defensive end. Takes it from the right side. The Nighthawks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Oh, and he pops it perfectly in the offensive end. The Nighthawks with one last gasp before the period runs out. Moments away from the face-off. Let's get back to the action. Hammer's won the draw. And the puck leaves the zone going back to center ice. And he slides it quickly to Hammer. Oh, look at this. Blocked, although that might be a save.
Well, that is a save, James. I don't think the goaltender would have gotten to position in time. He's able to take it away.
That's it for period number 1. Second period action coming up in moments here on EA Sports. Put your twos up because the second period's about to go down. Well, after an intriguing opening period, here we go. It's period number 2. Puck is dropped. We are underway. Quick pass to Gill. And a stick in the lane ends that throw. Good save. She makes a nice lead pass here. Works it across the top set. Oh, the officials were all over that trip. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. And he comes way out of his crease to play the puck. Moves the puck to Jay. And he sprints to the bench to get the extra attacker out on the ice. Here comes the call. Hammer's called for tripping. He's off to the box.
Well, he's going to take the feet out from under his opponent here, so he's going to get the tripping call. That's going to be a 2-minute minor as he marches to the box here, James. That's a frustrating one for everyone on his team. He was in and amongst the scrum, just got to find the puck.
And they take possession here in the offensive zone, and time to go on the attack.
Not trying to take your job, James, but I have to mention that big hit. Wow, that was a ringer.
And the puck is cleared to a safer spot. And he sends it across to Jay. And sends it just out of reach. Slides it across.
Buries it.
The goaltender and in. That's a goal.
Well, these goals are real deflators for the entire team. James thought he had a piece of it, and it just dribbles into the back of the net. He wants that one back.
They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. Let's move to the middle. Another pass. And that's stopped. Jay's moving the puck through his own zone. He takes the feed. Rocks him on the play. Across the line. Quick shot. Easily turned aside by Dion.
So I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. The Nighthawks have answered back in these last few minutes, but still need one more to even the score. Here's the chance! And here's the save on the play! Fake pass lead. The Nighthawks take over on possession. Moves the puck into the attacking area.
Oh, you button masters just getting rocked.
To the bench and gets a new one. Now he gets back into play quickly.
And a stick in the lane deflects that one away. Handles the puck. Couldn't catch up to that pass. Makes a move in front. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. There's the whistle, and here's the call. The Icebreakers have been handed 2 for interference.
Well, with a 1-goal lead, there's a small margin of error, James, and to protect it, you can't be in the box. Now they're shorthanded, and they got to find a way to kill it off.
Sends it over to Hammer. Shakes a short-handed breakaway. And that's 3. It's a hat trick here on the road.
Well, old hat for him in a way because it's a business-like approach as he's on the road. He just says, yeah, just bring it. I mean, gets a hattie to boot. I love the confidence that he showed on this breakaway, James. It's all about being decisive. And when you're decisive and you know what you're going to do, you can execute just like that.
The Icebreakers extend the lead to 2 here in period number 2.
Well, and I'd like their complete game tonight, James, all the way from their goaltending right to their defense and then into their offense. They generated, they created, they played sound defensively, and now they've got that 2-goal lead.
And he may have just stopped the goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Icing is the call. We'll get a reset.
Hammer's been playing with bite tonight and certainly packing a punch here with a hat-trick so far in this game. I mean, he has been the option. He has been the threat on the ice. And the other team, they don't have an answer for him. They got to solve this riddle. They got to try and disrupt and negate him if they want an attempt at winning this game.
Oh, that's a piece of it with the glove. And that's off a stick. Good fight for the puck along the boards. The Icebreakers gain possession. And now he moves it to Jay. Goes right to the face. Looking to get it out. That's probably not what they were planning on the power play. They serve up a short-handed goal with the special teams unit, but now both teams back to even strength.
Sometimes when you're on a power play, you can get caught cheating. And I think you have a lot more time than you do, and it winds up in the back of their net. That's a tough one.
The Icebreakers gain control of the puck against the wall. The Nighthawks gain possession in their own end. Quick pass over to Coxhead. Play is blown dead with the offside. More than half the frame has been played here. 4-2 is the score. The Nighthawks win the draw here in the neutral zone. Quick feed to Jay. From the back of the cage. Scores! Wow, that's his second of the game.
tallies on the score sheet, James, but I love this game off the puck as well. I think that he's had a hard nose on the forecheck. He's hounded it, he's hunted it, and guess what? He's been rewarded for his efforts.
Sends a pass over. And he slides it quickly to Hammer. Zanotti throws! What a finish on the play! The Icebreakers have extended their lead to 2 here in the late goings of the second.
And they need to stay focused right through this second period. Listen, they've had an outstanding first 2 periods, and they have to finish strong to get to the intermission and reset the tone in the third.
The Nighthawks scoop it up along the boards. Takes the pass through the middle. Oh, he read the play perfectly and delivers the hit check. Here's a chance. history being made here tonight in the EASHL. Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports, their very first game in the league. Well, the moment of truth is almost upon us here. They are about to drop the puck. The Nighthawks win the draw, and they'll start on the attack. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Feeds the puck across to Chips. Takes himself free. Takes the puck into the corner of the offensive end. Harambe's got the puck now here inside his own defensive zone. The Icebreakers have it from their own end. Ref's arms in the air. We got a penalty coming up. Delayed penalty, goaltenders at the bench. They've got the extra attacker out there. Great use of the puck to knock him off the puck. Fires it, and it goes off his blocker. Whistle blown, stopping the play. Puck's head's going off for interference.
Well, this is a good call because it is interference. You have to allow your opponent to fight for a loose puck.
Well, this gives us our first chance to take a look at the team's power play units.
Well, no score in this game, and the power play hopping the boards for their first opportunity. You know they're going to want to attack the net and really dictate the pace of play.
Down a man, and he's in alone. What a save! That's how you do it.
That's a great save by the goaltender. Really quick, James. Anticipates quick movements to be able to prevent that deep from going in.
On the attack along the boards. Oh, he destroys them on the play.
Some players get into the game by physically engaging early. There's a fine line there, but that was executed perfectly.
Chips brings it in. And he takes the ditch. Oh, denies him with the paddle save.
What a save. I mean, how quick you have to be able to get on that puck, James. Anytime it's in the low spot, you got to...
Oh, you buttnuts just getting rocked.
And he lowers the boom.
That's a huge hit. It's a message sending, James. I mean, you want your opponent to hear footsteps, right? Be looking on either side and making sure that you're wearing down. He did exactly that with that huge hit.
Really buzzing here in the offensive end. Oh, he stays out of the save. Here's a chance. And that's off target. Taken by Eashl. Risky play, but pokes it away. Through the offensive zone and behind the net now. Bumped off the puck. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
Still lots of time left in the period. We're still scoreless. Into the middle of the neutral zone. Chips setting up against the wall. Puck leaves the zone on the bad pass, and they'll be forced to regroup. Takes the feed at center from the right wing. And that's knocked away. Here they are on the attack. Beat the goaltender, couldn't beat the post.
Gotta love offense, James, and the ability to score goals. And this one just goes right off the pipe. That's frustrating.
Love that hit. Tries to feed it over. He's got a little jump. Sends it over. Scores! Oh, that was gorgeous.
Anytime you have numbers off of the rush, you typically have speed, as indicated right here, James. You're trying to create 2-on-1s, you have net drive, you got it all, and you bury it.
Saunders wins the draw at center. Looks like there's a delayed penalty being called here by the officials. There's the whistle, and here's the call. D's going to serve a pair for interference.
Important task for the PKers ahead of them, up by 1, and a real opportunity protected.
And off the face-off, they take possession. And he takes the feed. Oh, that's how you do it. He drops the hit. Oh, he stopped it. How did he do that?
I have no idea, James. I don't even know how he tracked the puck, let alone got to it. I mean, unbelievable. His team have got to find a way to rebound off of that one. Unbelievable save. I don't think anyone minds watching that one again, James. I mean, he's so dialed in his crease. You think this is all but in, and then he comes out of nowhere to make that spectacular save. He never gives up, and he finds a way to get to it.
Another big face-off looming as this power play rolls on here tonight. And it's a quick pass to Harambe.
That was a great goal, right?